there was already movement in the direction of more people working from home, at least some of the time, more people having jobs and then moving and keeping their jobs, which is certainly the case with my team. My team is spread out across the U.S. We've got people in 9 different states, including someone who lives in her RV. So as of this moment, it's 9 states. Another day, she might be in a state that one of her teammates. But that was something that was already happening, Sam, right? We were already moving slowly in the direction of more flexible work, more hybrid work, more people working remotely. But then the pandemic came, and the genie's out of the bottle, right?
Yeah, sped it up. I think I've had this conversation internally with a lot of leaders, and it says that, the pandemic really didn't create the hybrid work model. Technology started that, and it enabled us to be able to work remotely a lot more efficiently. And that's, all the pandemic did really was speed it up, or just force it onto everybody, as opposed to allowing it to slowly gradually build.
Yeah, I think that's right. It certainly sped it up, but it did speed up technology too, because it forced a lot of organizations, technology providers, to figure out ways to make it better, right? Even then, although to your point, I mean, Microsoft Teams existed before. We had Slack and we had Zoom, although now Zoom is a verb, right? But the reality is the technology enables it. Like if think about the impact on our economies. If the pandemic happened as it happened in 1970, instead of 2020, right? It would have been an entirely different thing, because the technology did enable us to make it work. Like in 1970, we didn't even have a fax machine, right? We had phones, right? Yeah. So it changed everything, but the technology enabled us to be more successful.